Hi, come on in, welcome to Level Talk. I'm Russ, we've got Simon behind the camera. He's 7 foot tall but doesn't like to talk about it. Shh. Today we're going to talk to you about the Karcher K2 pressure washer. This thing right here. I bought one with my own cash. It works for me, it does what I need it to do. We're going to show you today exactly what it can do so you can make a decision for yourself as the right thing for you. I'm also going to go into, in detail, the extra couple of bits I bought to make it work for me in my life. So I've got a snow foam cannon and an extra long cable. We'll include links and details of those in what we're going to basically cover off. Let's get into it. Let's go into the Karcher K2 pressure washer in detail. Here we are up close with the Karcher K2. Now, as I've mentioned, this is the home version Full Control. What you get in your pack. So obviously you get the unit itself and the gun to work with the unit, and you get 2 lances. The lances perform different functions for you. The one on the left here is like a blade, but it gives you 4 different pressure options. So you have a mixed level option, which we'll come on to in a minute, a soft level, a medium level and a hard level, so you can tailor it to the job you're doing. You also have a lance, or needle point would be a good way of describing it, type of lance for blasting things away when you need a heavy type cleaning job. Now, this lead to the machine is 4 meters long. The machine, as I said, is on a pull handle with wheels. It's dead easy to move around. It's very light. Let's have a look at the back of the machine to see what other features it has. So you have a standard hose lock type connection. This one's obviously wired up for the hose. Your power lead that goes to your plug. But you also have a little tube that comes out here, and you can dunk that into, such as patio cleaner or whatever cleaning fluid that you want to use for the job you have at hand. This kit also comes with a deck cleaner, which is the big round thing that you can see on the far left, which has a rotating nozzle under that housing to blast the floor and to clean it as efficiently as possible. Now, what we're going to move on to now, because obviously this is the right thing for me because I bought this for my lifestyle, we're going to do some real-world testing for yourselves so you can see if it's the right thing for you. Let's go to the real-world cleaning. Here we are, guys. This is the test we're going to run for you. As you can see, there are a number of paving slabs here that are really quite dirty. They haven't been cleaned in over a decade. So what we're going to do is use each of the different features that come with the machine in order to test each of the paving slabs and give you a really clear proof as to what level of cleaning they can do. So the first paving slab, we're going to use the blade type lance, and that's going to be set to hard with no detergent. For the middle slab, we're going to use the needle type lance. That's going to have no detergent. And for the third paving slab, we're going to use the dedicated deck cleaner with the detergent using the mix option on the back of the machine. Where we'll go to now is each of the individual paving slabs, and you'll see the cleaning in action. Let's get to it. Here we are with the first paving slab that we're going to test. We're going to use the blade type lance, and it's going to be set to hard. So if you're panned down so our watchers can see how dirty this paving slab is. Now, this is something I've just realised. I have my trainers on and not my boots, which means we're going to have wet socks for the rest of the day. So I'll just quickly change those now. Now we've got the right footwear sorted out. This is the lance we're going to use. It's the blade type lance. I've already rotated it round to the hard setting. We're now going to put the lance on the gun. You do that by pushing it against the spring and turning it. Okay? So you're ready to go now. When you're going to use one of these things, there's a good tip, is before you turn it on, just let the water supply to run and let the gun work to let a flow go through so your pump isn't running trying to pull air through first. Okay? An important thing also is obviously your eye protection, because you're blasting this out at like 110 bar or whatever it is. So we wear these body eye protection glasses, especially when we're biking as well as floor cleaning, because it's not worth losing your eyesight over cleaning the floor, right? So this is our first paving slab. Simon, if you pan down so they can see the cleaning in action, and I'll get started. Here we go. It's going to get a bit noisy, put your fingers in your ears. As you can see, that's how long it takes to do one paving slab. It's not too long. You can actually needle type lens. As you can see, it's quite pointy. You can't adjust the pressure on this. It's just stated as hard on the label. That's just the way it is. So let's put it to the gun now. Push in and twist against the spring that's in the gun. And we're just going to do the same sort of motions up and down the paving slab. So if you kindly pan down to the paving slab so they can see what we're doing. Here we go. As before, fingers in your ears. Let's go. There we go. That's the needle type lance that we've just used. As you can see, that cleaned it quite nicely. The way this thing you'll feel when you're using it has almost like a pulse kind of approach and a circular air contact area for the water hitting the surface, and you can actually then control how big or small that circle is, by how close or how far away the lance is to the surface. Okay, that's that type of lance done. Let's now move on to the actual proper decking cleaner so that we can show you how that one works. Here we are, the third and final paving slab for our test. So the first one we did the blade lance, the second one we did the needle lance, and now we're moving on to this, which is the proper deck cleaner attachment. So we'll fit this to the gun. So if you pan down so that you can see the cleaning in action. So we've got detergent being fed in through the pipe through the back of the machine, and let's give it a go, see what we get. Right, that was the third and final paving slab that we've cleaned. That was using this, which is the specific attachment for cleaning floors and decks. Let's give you a quick bit of more of an insight into this particular attachment. As you can see underneath, there is a rotating arm that has a nozzle on each end. So you're basically getting two jets to clean the floor, and as it's rotating and contained within the housing, it builds up pressure. That is why it cleaned the floor much quicker. Of course, the detergent helped to a certain extent, but for a cleaning job over paving, this wins for speed. We actually really quite like this attachment because it stops spray going everywhere. As you can imagine, with the needle and the blade, there's nothing to stop the water pressure, so it carries for quite a distance to spray other objects in the vicinity of where you're cleaning, whereas with this particular attachment it keeps it quite clean in the surrounding area. What we're going to do now is move on to a summary of our experiences from using this And we're also going to throw in a couple of extra bonus pieces of information that we think will be helpful to you depending on the way you're going to use the Karcher K2. Let's go to the summary. Take the glasses off now that we've finished testing. We hope you like our real world reviews. We try to give you on the level, that's why we're the Level Talk guys. You'll have seen that this is a powerful little machine. The different attachments you get are really good, all of them. The bladed lance you can use for multiple different purposes because you can change the pressure on it. So I use this for cleaning my car on medium. If you want to clean through an awful lot of junk on the floor, say, or any other surface, use the needle lance. It's very powerful, you can feel the pulses going through it. The cleaning decking or flooring, you can't beat the dedicated, purpose-built attachment. It also minimises overspray for when you're doing your cleaning jobs. You'll notice the front of the machine is a little bit caked. That came from using the first two lances. We find this is a great machine. A couple of extra bonus points for you that you might find useful is I picked this up. It's a snow foam canon by Karcher. It's about £15. You can adjust the flow rate on the top of it. I use it on my car all the time. I find this very useful. Links in the description. There's no kickbacks or affiliation links with these things I'm showing you. It's just we thought it might find useful to yourselves. I also picked up this. This is a 10-meter hose, whereas the machine comes with a 4-meter hose. The reason I went for this was, while I'm cleaning my car, I was finding I was having to move the machine around quite a bit in order to get into the right position to be able to use it. With a 10-meter hose, I found that's not the case. This cost me about £30. The link's also in the description to where I got this for ease of finding. We hope you found this useful. Even if it's that you realise it's not the right one for you, hit us with a thumbs up because you've got a benefit out of it. If you like the way we do things, giving real world examples of things in use so you can form your own view if it's the right thing for you, and you like that sort of thing, hit us with a subscribe to watch our other videos. Have a great day. On the first paving slab, as we discussed. Here we go. No, what have I not done? This up. So you get the actual gun, which plugs in the front of your